Joe Wheeler here with Luke Fury. Luke, you got a big matchup with General Pickle right here today.
You know, Joe, I'm not too familiar with old General Pickle, but I've been hearing the name come through the grapevine. But look, tonight it's me and you one-on-one for the very first time, and I'm looking forward to what you got to bring to the table. But I hope you know that by the end of the night, by the end of the match, you're going to find out why they call me the Young Legend.
Well, you just heard from the young legend Luke Fury as he's going to be in action this week right here on NAWA Championship Wrestling in singles action against General Pickle. First time ever matchup here between these two. Who's going to walk out with the victory? Will it be Luke Fury? Will it be General Pickle? That big match is coming up right here on NAWA Championship Wrestling. Stay tuned for Luke Fury versus General Pickle.
Hello, wrestling fans. Joe Wheeler here with George South. George, you got a big matchup against the sensational Dre White right here today in NAWA.
You know, week after week, Joe, you know, as long as I've known you, buddy, you know, week after week, I go here. I love what I'm doing. I love still getting in the ring, but it seems like all these young guys, all they want to do is put a notch in their belt. Even the ones that I care about a lot, I've helped train, but they want to make a name for themselves by going through Mr. Number One. Well, you know, Joe, you know my word is as good as my bond, and I'm telling you, fans, right now, Dre White, you better get ready, buddy, because I'm still Mr. Number One.
Absolutely. There you have it, fans.
You just heard from wrestling legend Mr. Number One, George South, as he's going to be looking to bounce back and get back into the win column this week right here in your main event against the sensational Dre White. George South versus Dre White, they are no strangers to each other, as everybody knows. George South trained Dre White. They've been to battle many times. Who's going to walk out the victor this week in your main event? Will it be Dre White, George South? Stay tuned for that huge, huge main event. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of NAWA Championship Wrestling. I am your host, Michael Elliott. I'm flying solo this week. We are down in the ring right now with your opening contest. As you see right there, the commander, General Pickle, and he's going to be taking on that young man right there, Luke Fury, the young legend. In his own mind, he's kind of turned over a new leaf here in NAWA Championship Wrestling. The fans are getting behind him now. He's kind of changed his ways. Will that help him when he's taking on the leader of the Pickle World Order? You know, he's a commander, he's a general. He's going to have a strategy here against Luke Fury. First time ever matchup, I might add, between these two. And we've got the bell now. The action is about to get underway. Fury versus Pickle. Look here, he's got his hand out. He's trying to show some respect, and Pickle just slaps it away. I don't think you shake hands with a general, you salute them. That's exactly right. You're supposed to salute him, Luke Fury. I don't think he's going to do it. I don't know if the general would accept that salute or not. But look here, we got a collar and elbow tap and just driving him right back into the corner as Pickle, and now just using that forearm, pulling on the hair, taunting him, giving him an earful. Pickle showing off his strength here early on in this contest. That's something Pickle's going to have to do here against the young Fury. He's going to have to use his strength to control Luke and ground him. But look here, Luke with a little fire in his belly. Uses his strength and now taunting Pickle himself. So far, it looks to be evenly matched between these two competitors. Another collar and elbow lockup here. Fury takes that side headlock to gain control. He's got it on pretty tight, it looks like. Oh, whoa, trying to take him over. Pickle picks him right up. Now he goes, using his momentum. Fury takes General Pickle right over. And now, Pickle working his way back up to a vertical base. He's got him, shoots him into the ropes. Oh, look here, a little do-si-do underneath. Springboard cross body. Only gets a 1 count. And a drop kick right there for Pickle. And down he goes. Luke Fury exploding here with the flurry of offense, and now with a good measure of that knife edge chop. Reversal from Pickle. Ducks under the General's clothesline, does it again. Oh, caught him. Oh, it just dropped him right over. Throat first onto that top rope. And now look here. The General punishing Fury here by just standing on his throat over that bottom rope. Our official doing everything she can to get some order back here. Trying to get things under control. Big shot right there, right across the shoulder areas of Fury. And Pickle now picks him up. Drops him right there on the canvas. That back suplex. But only gets a 1 count. Man, what a matchup here to start us off here on NAWA Championship Wrestling. We got that huge main event coming up too between Mr. Number 1 George South and the sensational Dre White. Make sure you stay tuned for that. Throws him into the corner, up and over goes Fury. Oh, big kick. Takes Pickle down. And now, Fury gonna use that high flying offense. Uses a moonsault off the bottom rope. And only gets a 2 count. Great action here between these two young competitors. Whoever gets the win here is going to do wonders for their career. Oh, a jawbreaker. It's going to help whoever gets that win to climb right up that ladder. And you hear the fans chanting, "Let's go, Luke." As I said, he's not the same guy that he used to be. Oh, side effect there from the commander, General Pickle. That could be it. No. He kicks out at 2. Now Pickle's got that chin lock clamped on. Driving that knee right into the spine. And as I said before, you know, these moves, these holds, when applied sitting at home, they don't look like they do much damage, but they're wearing you down. See, Luke just had to use all his strength to get back up to his feet, but it didn't last long because Pickle threw him down by the hair. Now he goes for a pinfall attempt. Able to kick out this young Fury. He's giving it everything he's got. Oh, a knee right into the midsection. Slamming him head first into that top turnbuckle there. You see the effects of it. Fury grabbing his face. Pickle continuing to dominate here, but he needs to stay focused. And that's exactly why he's giving Fury an opportunity to kind of regain himself. But Pickle right back to the attack, right back on the assault. Oh, look here, Pickle caught him. He wasn't gonna fall for it again. And look here, holy Christ, he just slammed him neck and head first right onto the canvas there. And Pickle needs to go for the pinfall here. He does, thank God. But Fury able to just barely kicks out there at 2.5. I really thought General Pickle had put this one away with that maneuver. Now look here, he's saluting. He wants everybody to stand at attention. Big right hand there. And another one just landed square on the jaw there. Look here, Fury pushes it back with a chop. And again, 3 in a row. Oh, reversal for Pickle. Big clothesline takes him right off his feet. Just as we thought Fury was going to turn the tides, Pickle cuts him right back down and only gets a 2 count there. He's arguing with our official, Sierra Nicole, that was 3. General Pickle looking very good here. Oh man, just adding insult to injury with that boot right into the back of the head while Fury is down. Oh, just slapped him in the face. General Pickle is a vicious man. Oh, look here, Fury. Throwing some elbows. He gets Pickle off of him. Charging in, big forearm there. And another one. Looks like Luke Fury's found his second win and connects with that spinning kick. Taking down General Pickle. He's grabbing his neck. Fury in the corner. Pickle in the opposite corner there. Charging in. Oh, another boot right there to the sternum area. Takes him down. 1, 2, and Pickle kicks out. Pickle able to kick out there at the last second. Fury now trying to figure out what his next move is going to be. Trying to figure out what it's going to take to put General Pickle down. Look here, handful of hair. Oh no, Pickle. No, reverses out. Sunset flip. Can he get him down? He has him. 1, 2, no. Pickle with a clothesline and a General ended that with that lariat. And the General, I think, has had enough of Luke Fury, and he's looking to put an end to this matchup right here. Rolls out a super kick from Fury. Down goes Pickle. Luke gets him back up. Hits him with a sauce cutter. That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3, and Luke Fury picks up the win here against General Pickle in a hell of a contest. That could have went either way, ladies and gentlemen, but it went into the favor of Luke Fury in a very highly competitive matchup. Luke Fury gets the edge over General Pickle, and that moves him right up that ladder. Big, big win here on NAWA Championship Wrestling for the young legend, Luke Fury.
Hello, wrestling fans. Joe Wheeler here for NAWA Wrestling. And Dre White, you've got a huge matchup against Mr. Number 1, George South. George is a double tough veteran. You know that. What are your thoughts going into the matchup?
Well, first of all, it's good to meet you, Mr. Wheeler.
You
I think
as
this is
well.
the first time we've interacted. But that's right. I'm taking on the legend, Mr. Number 1, George South, the veteran who's taught me everything that I know. And I know he's up on me over the last couple matches, but tonight is my night. And I'm going to get a win over Mr. Number 1, put another notch in my belt, and solidify my spot here in the NAWA.
My lovely wife, Miss Angel Valiant, AWW, Angels Wrestling Wear. She did this whole outfit on me. My goodness, she could do anything. Masks, bandanas, hey, you name it, tights, trunks, robes. Captain Joe, come here, Cap.
Made this whole outfit to me. Yeah, look at that, look at that. Look at that, man. Look
Captain
at that.
Joe, baby. Hey, she can do anything. Hey, give her a call.
For all your pro wrestling gear needs, visit angelswrestlingwear.weebly.com. If you can dream it, Angel can make it.
Be there, and she'll do you well. Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's Redbeard. Come join me at my YouTube channel, Wrestling with Redbeard, where you can find classic match videos featuring talent like Cedric Alexander, Tessa Blanchard, Jackson Riker, and more from before they were household names. You can also find my vlog, podcast, and other great content, all right over there at the Wrestling with Redbeard YouTube channel.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking with us through that quick commercial break. It's now main event time here on NAWA Championship Wrestling, as we've got wrestling legend Mr. Number 1 George South taking on the sensational Dre White in singles competition. You see here, we've got this individual, this manager almost, I guess. He's been following George around and other, I guess, clients around here in NAWA. He's in the corner of George South here. And he's going to be taking on Dre White once again in what seems to be a feud that has been all around the loops here in the Carolinas. Multiple times have they faced each other here in NAWA. Dre White got a couple of victories. George South has a couple of victories. We're going to find out right here, right now. And that's George South Pro Wrestling School t-shirt coming off of Dre White. As you know, he's one of many proteges of George South. If you've talked to any wrestler pretty much here in the Carolinas, George South has had a hand in training them. So you got that teacher versus student aspect here in this matchup as well. Then you throw in the manager, this chic looking fella on the outside. It's going to play a factor, hopefully not play a huge factor, but you know Dre White's going to have to keep his eyes on that gentleman as well. But here we go, main event here on NAWA Championship Wrestling. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us right here each and every Saturday at noon. We are the longest running episodic wrestling program in the Carolinas. Heck, I haven't done the research, but it might be the longest in the country. Who knows? 448 straight weeks has NAWA Championship Wrestling been here each and every Saturday at noon. And we got the bell here, main event action underway. Dre White, George South. George talking to this sharply dressed individual, this, I guess, a manager of his. We didn't see him in the interview with them. Maybe it's his new angel. Who knows? People love Dre White everywhere he goes. I say it all the time. He is over everywhere. The fans just seem to be drawn to him. But they also love George South. Who are they going to hate here in this matchup? Collar and elbow tie up there. Now George South going to work on that arm with some arm work. He's got control of the wrist. Well, wait a minute. Didn't have it for long. Dre White with the reversal there. Oh, my God. It was karate chops to the top of the dome. South charged right in. Nobody there. Now Dre White, once again, he's got control of that wrist. And now South trying to figure out a way out. Oh, that chop to the top of the head took Dre White right off of his feet. And down he goes. South went for a stomp, but White moved right out of the way. And now back to the wrist control of the arm of George South. And as I said, Dre White is a student of Mr. South, and they have had dozens of battles here inside the square circle. A few of them here in NAWA, several of them other companies in the region. Oh, but that chop right there made him drop the arm. Takes him down with a shoulder tackle. George South has turned his attention to the crowd. As I said, they are favoring Dre White here. And South don't like it. Going for the hip toss, but a reversal from the wily veteran, George South. He's always one step ahead in every contest against pretty much anybody he's in the ring with. Now Dre White trying to get back up to his feet, but right back to the arm. Reversal. A reversal there from White. Now he's got that wrist of George South. And he's wrenching on that arm, doing some serious arm work. And George South now trying to figure out a way out of this hold. He knows all of them. He knows all the reversals. He knows all the holds. But it seems like he's just letting Dre White build his confidence here. Oh, he's grabbing the hair. Well, that's one way to get out of it. Looks like he wants to grab the hair of Dre White once again. Right back to that chop. That seems to be the most effective way for South to get out. Ducks under, but runs right into an elbow. There's Dre White. Thought we were going to get a little bit more high-paced action there. And George South just put an end to that real quick with that elbow. Talking over business with his, I'm guessing that's his manager. We're going to have to find out. We're going to have to get Joe Wheeler on that. Look at her just stomping the hand of Dre White. He had his hand exposed, laid flat on the mat, and George South took the sole of his boot and put it right across the fingers. And you can see that chic looking fella looking like he wants to get involved, and I think he's about to, and he does. He's just choking Dre White right there over the middle rope as our official was distracted by South. Poor Dre White getting choked right over that middle rope. He's basically fighting two people at one time. At a huge disadvantage. I wish our official would have caught that in the act and kicked this guy out of the ringside area. See Dre White still trying to gasp for air, trying to get the air to fill his lungs back up once again. Big chop right across the shoulder into the back. And now not only is Dre White trying to recover and get some wind back in his lungs, he's now having to deal with an attack and an assault on his shoulder. And right again, right across the back of the neck. South just being unrelenting here in his assault. Just picking apart Dre White slowly, very with intent here. He's just taking his time, punishing Dre White here tonight. Now just choking him with that boot. Dre White just crawling away, trying to get some distance, trying to put a little bit of a gap between him and George, but George right back on top, and a big shot right into the throat area, it looked like. And South takes Dre White down once again. Now George picking up the sensational one right here. And now he's trying to put it right here. Got that abdominal stretch put on. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? He's got that hold applied right in the dead center of the ring. South knew exactly what he was doing, where he was placing himself when he put this abdominal stretch on. And look at the pain on the face of Dre White. He has nowhere to go. Maybe he can edge his way to the ropes. I don't see how. And now South lets go of it. Drops that elbow right across the back of the head. Dre White not looking too good here. against the seasoned veteran, Mr. Number 1, at all. South is just having his way with his opponent here. And as you see, he's just taking his time, putting a little bit too much attention on the fans, kind of distracting him here. This is helping Trey White. If George, this is a huge mistake. I very rarely see George South make this type of mistake. He's giving his opponent plenty of time to recover. And again, with that chop right across the back of the neck. Trey White looks like he's lost feeling in his arm. He's grabbing it. Referee checking in, making sure everything's okay. And now Trey White being choked over that middle rope once again, right out in front of his so-called manager. Oh, and a big right hand. This manager, the Sheik, dropping a right hand behind our official's back onto the head of Trey White. And the people are clearly upset. They want to see something done about this guy. But if you don't get caught, there's nothing they can do. And he's yet to be caught. Snap mirrored him over, and now has this hold applied right here on Trey White. Trey White is going to have to do something drastic here in this matchup to turn the tide into his favor. Can he do it? And he's right dead center back in the ring. George South beautifully placing these holds where Trey White's not even anywhere close to the ropes. Almost a master class here in professional wrestling. Watching this legend, Mr. Number 1, George South. And now, Trey White finally up to a vertical base. Oh, he broke free, but South knew it. Grabbed a handful of hair and threw him head first down onto the mat. South felt that momentum turning. He just stopped it immediately. As soon as Trey White broke free of his grasp, he grabbed on anything he could, and that was a hair. Only gets a 2 count. George South arguing with our official, telling her how slow she was there. Trey White just has taken a beating here in this match, and you got to start to think, how much more can he take? How much more punishment can he put his body through? And once again, South grounding Trey White, wearing him down as he's got this hold once again applied right in the middle of the ring. Trey White not gonna give up. He's been through a lot. He's a walking miracle, but I don't know if he's gonna find another miracle right here against George South. He's fighting out. He finally broke free, throws him into the buckle, charges in, but nobody's there. Runs right into that big right hand and back down goes Trey White. George South lost control but gained it right back. Still only gets a 2 count. I don't know how much more punishment Trey White can take here. Every time he gets a little sliver of hope, it's taken right away from him. Just showing you the experience and the knowledge is George South, as he has just controlled this entire matchup pretty much from the get-go, and he's kept his opponent at bay with these holds, the arm work, the chops, everything he's done. And you see Trey White, he's still not giving up. The lights are still on. They may be dimming a little bit, but he's trying to get back up to his feet. He's up. Throws an elbow. Irish whip. Catches South in a sleeper. Can he put him out with this? No, South shifts to the side, throws him in, shot to the midsection there. And now South looks like he's going for another hold here. A modified abdominal stretch here. And he's got Dre White twisted like a pretzel. And South is having a good time here tonight. He's enjoying himself. He's enjoying punishing one of his pupils, Dre White. I don't know what White's going to be able to do to get out of this hold, but Dre takes another shot right across the back, the neck area. You got to start getting concerned if Dre White might get a concussion from all those blows to the neck and back of the head. And South once again turns his attention to the fans. He's got to feel pretty confident and comfortable in himself in this matchup to turn his attention away from an opponent the caliber of Dre White. And now, what's South got in store? What kind of punishment is he going to give to his opponent now? He can't even get up on his feet. He's got the time here. Dre White, if he could just get up and turn around, he could take it to South. But he's just amassed so much damage. He just can't get back up to his feet. And now South once again with that shot over and over and over to the back of the head and neck of Dre White. And George South is getting a little bit too confident, I think. He's getting very overly cocky here and turning his attention away from his opponent. And now, cheap shot right to the throat. And now South picking back up Dre White off the mat. Just pin him already, George. He's taking a whooping, shoots him in, ducks under. Oh, big right hand and another one. Dre White's not done just yet. Over and over with those right hands. Reversal from South. Right into that claw. He's got him in the claw. South has got that claw clamped on tight. He learned that from Blackjack Mulligan. You see he's got the logo on the back of his trunks. The glove on the right hand that is wrapped around the head of Dre White. And George South's claw hold could put this away. You see Dre White starting to fade. Down to a knee, and South takes him down. 1, 2, and 3. And the claw hold ends it here for Dre White. After all that damage and punishment, the claw hold was just too much. And Mr. Number 1, George South, picks up a big win over one of his rivals in Dre White. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we got this week. What a show we had. What a main event here between George South and Dre White. Make sure you join us next week, next Saturday at noon, right here on NAWA Championship Wrestling. So long for now.